So a lot of the guys that I'm mentoring ask me this question: what does it actually take? What does it take to quit porn? What does it take to have mastery over porn addiction? What does it take to actually experience all the benefits of NoFap? Guys, this is it. This is right here. I'm gonna make a really important distinction that I explain to people of someone who has a very mediocre and beginner level understanding of pornography addiction and recovery versus someone who has really mastered this thing and understands what it takes to beat porn for good. So I call the beginners NoFappers, and I call the advanced porn recovery people Spartans, because Spartans are awesome. Why not? And the first distinction I want to make is relapses versus slip-ups. Essentially, this is a mind shift thing. Anyone who is really recovered, really understands their porn habit, understands clearly that about 80% of the success they see in their porn habit is through mindset and mentality and the psychology and the approach to it. And only about 20% or less is actual tactics and strategies to beat it. So basically, you have a decision when you do slip up, which you probably will eventually at some point in your life. You will slip up, you will have a relapse. Your decision is whether to take the road of relapse or to take the road of slip up. You can decide in those moments to just spiral out of control and just binge watch porn all day or the rest of the weekend and just decide that woe is me and give up and just I might as well just binge watch porn. Or you can decide this was a one-time slip up, my friends. This is not a failure because I'm deciding to learn something from my mistake. I'm deciding to learn something from my slip up, from my experience, get back on the saddle and keep on riding. This is a clear indicator to me that someone is matured in their porn recovery journey is when they decide to make a conscious decision to not spiral out of control, to not relapse and go crazy with it, but just decide, okay, it was a one-time thing. I'll just get back on this. I'll see it as a tiny bump in the road in my porn recovery journey and just keep on riding. The next distinction is about abstinence from porn and true recovery from porn. So to explain this, if you've ever experienced having like really long periods of time of just doing really well with your not acting out, you've just gone weeks or months or days or however long is for you, and then you kind of were doing well, and then suddenly the next day or really quickly you slipped down and you found yourself watching porn and you were just like, what happened? Like I was doing really good and now I'm knee deep in a porn session and I don't know what happened. My progress is lost, right? This is usually an indicator that you are abstaining from pornography for the sake of abstaining it and not true recovery. Abstaining usually is people who like count the days, like, and just kind of grind their teeth and just grind through and through grit, strength, and brute force. They kind of force themselves to not watch porn and act out, and that's abstinence. Recovery, on the other hand, is learning how to replace the habit of going to pornography, especially out of stress or anxiety or frustration, especially when you experience negative emotions, replacing that habit of going back to that emotional crutch and support system, replacing it with actual genuine healthy ways and alternatives to releasing those emotions, and alternative habits that replace that artificial thrill and excitement of watching porn with genuine thrill and excitement in your life. That is a true indicator that you're recovering, as you're learning the skills of how to release those emotions in a productive way and how to replace the habit with exciting things and better habits. The other distinction of a NoFapper and a true Spartan warrior is that a NoFapper, a kind of beginner level person, kind of thinks that the tactics, the how, is the most important thing. But a true Spartan warrior understands that it's mindset. It's mind over matter. It's not just willing yourself through pornography. It's not just through, finding the brain tricks and the hacks to actually hack your way to the top, but it's through having the right psychology and mindset that actually helps you win. And that is all I talk about here on the channel, is how to have the 80% or more mindset of success to beat your porn habit. If this video is helpful for you guys, by the way, so far, give it a like, hit the like button, because it does help the video spread to more guys that probably need this content just like you do. I'd appreciate that. So I hope that I have drawn this clear line between a NoFapper and a Spartan warrior. The reason I want to make this distinction is because you will succeed a lot more if you understand what it takes to actually beat porn for good. Of all the guys that I work with, it's the people that understand these concepts and they get it and they're able to recover. They have the right mindset and they're able to see their slip-ups, most importantly, not as a failure or a relapse, but as a learning experience to actually progress further in their journey. So the big question you have is, how do you get from here to here and keep on going? This is what this channel is all about, guys. I'm here to help you, support you. I think this video is going to be really helpful for you guys to get there. It's good to have you. Take care.